Let's take a look at this problem. We got a region 1, we got 12 numbers, and its population standard deviation is 150. And then for region 2, we got 16 numbers, and its population standard deviation is 180. And these are the same numbers as the previous homework problem, so you don't have to re-enter a bunch of numbers. We're just redoing it with different criteria. And it says construct a 95% confidence interval, the difference between the mean of region 1 and the mean of region 2. Well, first thing we'd have to do is, if I didn't already have them in there, I'd go into Stat, I'd go into Edit, and I'd put all my numbers for region 1 in list 1, and all my numbers for region 2 in list 2. And then exit out. Then we go to Stat, and we go over to Tests. Now, the ones that end with tests are hypothesis testing, so it's real easy to see which one to use. The ones that end with either interval or INT are our confidence intervals. So we come down here, and there's three possibilities: 2samp z-int, 2samp t-int, and 2prop z-int. The prop is for proportion, so that one's pretty obvious. Now these 2samp z-int and 2samp t-int are for the differences between means. And if your sigmas are given, then you're going to use z-int. If your sigmas are not given, then use t-int. Well, in this one, we're given the sigmas, population standard deviation. So we want to use 2samp z-int. So choose that one. Now we want data again, because we put our numbers in L1 and L2. So if your data isn't highlighted, put your cursor on it and press enter one time. Okay, sigma 1. That would correspond to our population standard deviation of our first region, which is 150. And sigma 2 would be 180 for our second region. Now it's not 1 and 2 just simply because this is region 1 and region 2. It's that way because it says construct a 95% confidence interval of the difference between the mean of region 1 and mean of region 2. So region 1 is first here, so that's why it goes in L1, and that's why it's our first one. If this had said the difference between the mean of region 2 and the mean of region 1, then we'd flip these around. We would have put these numbers in L1, we would have put these numbers in L2. And then these would be flipped around also. So very important that you read the problem, and whatever is referred to as first is what goes in your first list. It's your first population, first sample. Okay, now I want this to be L1 and L2, and it is. If yours isn't, you do second 1 to put L1 there, and on this one you'd put second 2 to put L2 there. Frequency should always be 1. If yours isn't, then turn off alpha lock and press your 1. Same here. That should be 1. And for sea level, we want 95%, so I do 0.95. And then I want to choose calculate. And our answer, given with the different criteria, will be negative 113.4 and 131.4. And that would be our answer.